Hello. So India and Pakistan is at war. I'm going to talk about the war a little bit later, but let me just share my own experiences that I've had over the years. I happen to be a teacher, and I'm teaching here in Estonia, which is a Baltic state, small little country situated somewhere in the northeastern Europe. And I am originally from Bangladesh, so I'm talking about this Indian-Pakistani relationship from a very neutral perspective. So, I used to teach at a very small university. Even though it's a very, very small university, we used to have some international programs. And in those international programs, we used to have students coming from all over the world, from European countries, from African, from Latin America, and also from South Asian countries, and mostly from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. So whenever I saw a batch where there are Indian and Pakistani students, what I recognize or realize is that they used to sit together. They're always sticking together. They're good friends. They're talking and hanging out together. And that, made me to ask this question. Isn't it the case that we the externals, we think that the Indians and Pakistanis, they're always fighting and they're enemies? And therefore, I have asked many of my students, this is what we perceive, and we think that the Indian and Pakistanis don't have good relations. And here you go, you always talk, and you're very, you have very good friendships, and you hang out together, you're making parties. So how would you explain it? The answer that I got was very, very interesting. Everybody from India and Pakistan, they said that it's the politicians, they're making the narratives to gain something out of it. We are not enemies. The members of this average people, they're not enemies. Everybody said the same thing. All my students said the same things. We are not enemies. We have same kind of culture, and we can share our own language. So, we are good friends. Whenever we meet outside abroad, we are good friends. It's the politicians back in the countries, in the India and Pakistans, they want to gain something out of this kind of, war situations, or this kind of narratives that we're enemies. So that's what they said. And it actually makes sense because I have experienced it from very first hand. Even I was studying back in the year 2005-6 in Sweden, I also had some classmates from India and Pakistan. You know what? They were very good friends of each other. They weren't all that good with us. We were friends, but not all that close. But I still can remember Taswar and the Indian guy, I forgot his name. So they were very good friends of each other. So it means that it is the politicians, somehow they're making out this kind of narratives to gain something out of it. Now, when it comes to this war, the war that is going on at the moment, as you know that yesterday, India struck Pakistan, I think, in several places. And there's a strong chance that Pakistan will retaliate. And I have an understanding is that Pakistan is going to retaliate quite hard. They will probably strike somewhere in some military position. And if that happens, I'm pretty much sure India is going to strike even harder. And so who's going to win? These are the two countries. They have nuclear power and they have equal number of nuclear warheads. And if this escalates, that means is that we will reach to a point where there can be a nuclear, war. And that means the entire region will be affected. And that isn't something that we expect. So this war will never have a winner. We are not going to find any winner, between these two countries, because these are the two nuclear power countries. And hence, I think these two countries need to show some kind of restraint. Not some kind, they should show full restraint and show the respect towards their own people. Because the politician probably will gain something out of this war because there won't be any winner. But the members of the public and average people will die. They will suffer from hunger and from other, economic reasons, and from this practical and real war as well. So therefore, my take would be is that please show some restraint so this war gets stopped and people can live peacefully. Because at the end of the day, Indians and the Pakistanis, the average people, the members of the public, they're not enemies. I saw it in my own eyes. So why these politicians are making it like this? Please stop it. My dear viewers, that's all for today. See you next time. Thank you.